Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the HG560Ss after having them for years and years, and I think all I've really done with these headphones is make a first impressions video and that's it, and never talk about them again on this channel. And that's a shame because these are still really good headphones. Good headphones stay good no matter what year you're talking about, and most of them will last you a decade plus unless you get headphones from a not so reputable brand for their build quality. For example, like Hyperman or whatever. Like they're really good headphones. Do keep that in mind, but their build quality is a little hit or miss. But with Sennheiser, these headphones will last you for a while, and these have lasted me for a while. They've lasted me about 2.5 years with no real problems, no real connection issues or anything like that, not even any issues with the cable. And I've had some times where I've like accidentally forgot it was plugged in and then moved and then it dragged everything with me because this does have a lockable cable, which I do kind of like. But yeah, again, nothing has even gone wrong with the build quality ever since I've gotten these. They've just held up very, very well. Now, how is it in terms of sound after I've had these for a while now? They still sound the same. I don't really believe in headphone burn-in, and they still sound very bright neutral to me. Well, not very, but slightly bright neutral, but more on the neutral kind of things, but a little bit spicy in the treble, and that's kind of it. I know spicy is kind of an overused word in the headphone space, blah, 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 but you get the point. You can look at graphs. I don't have graphs. I don't have any kind of measurement because I'm not, I'm not rich enough to afford that kind of stuff, but these sound pretty damn good, especially in games. And that's where these still reign very, very well, supreme over a lot of other open back headphones, even today, is gaming, because these image very, very well. The soundstage is not like phenomenal or anything, but it's good enough to where in Counter-Strike 2, for example, or basically almost any FPS shooter you throw at this thing, it will do very, very well because the imaging is just pretty stellar, especially for a headphone of this price. And yeah, on that basis alone, I would recommend it for just a really good gaming headphone because, as I said, for games like Counter-Strike 2 or any kind of stealth, or not stealth, but tactical shooters, these are very, very, very good for those. But also just for general music listening, again, they're very neutral, bright leaning a bit, but still not too bad. The treble isn't like ear piercing to the point where I had to return them, like with the R50Xs from Audio-Technica. I know a lot of people still don't really agree with what I said in that review, but, again, the treble is just a bit too bright for me, and that's that. So, again, when it comes to build quality, it's also pretty good. Again, it's lasted me for a while and with no real issues. In fact, these are probably better built than even my Aeon Air 5000. And they just are kind of built like tanks. Even though it doesn't really feel like it in the hand, they will last you a very, very long time. Yeah, they're a little bit gross, but, I haven't really cleaned them, so that's why. So, yeah, that's basically it. These are really, really good headphones. I would recommend these to basically anybody, especially when they go on sale. I would say at that point, especially, they're a steal for the price. They're just really good. And if you don't like bright neutral headphones, then I wouldn't recommend getting these. But if you are okay with a bit of treble peakiness and a bit of spiciness in the treble, then I would definitely recommend getting these, especially if you like a neutral sound signature. Because again, the overall comfort with these, especially for me, is just better than like the HG600 series or anything from that kind of line, because the clamp force is still strong, but less than the HG600 series, so I can tolerate them. Meanwhile, like the HG58X that I had before, it was kind of hard to keep to wear them. Sorry, for a very long prolonged period of time because again the clamp force was just pretty strong, and I just didn't like it for my head. So again, I would highly recommend these because they have a strong clamp force, but not too strong. So the comfort is really, really good. The pads still feel great. The headband on top still fits very, very well. And you can basically size adjust this to any size, no matter what your head is, what size your head is. So again, really, really good headphone. I would recommend this to basically anybody that likes bright neutral headphones. And yeah, that is basically going to be it. And I will see you guys later. Goodbye.